Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update for everything that's happening in the Rocket Fuel community. So today is August 26th, and it's been a really interesting day, and I'll show you why in a second. But before we do that, let's just go over a little bit of what we did yesterday. So Rocket Pool's Smartnode Stack version 1.6 was released. That's the merge ready version with all the clients up to date and everything's in place. And Maverick got a post from Index Co-op about some incentives for a token basket they're creating. Marceau told us that optimism incentives were delayed by a couple of weeks, and Van gives me some advice about making sure that I don't get my Reddit account blocked. So today there's something interesting that's been happening in events for just over the last 24 hours. Basically, it started around 10 minutes after I posted Rocket Fuel yesterday, and it's been going on ever since. As you can see over here, we have a lot of deposits of 0.1 ETH, 0.1 ETH, 0.1 ETH, like literally hundreds and thousands of them of 0.1 ETH, 0.1 ETH, 0.1 ETH, 0.1 ETH, all the way down, and then like some mini pool creation and more 0.1 ETH, 0.1 ETH. Like the pages are full of these deposits. So now you might be wondering what's going on, right? So over August 25th and 26th, we've had about 2,100 new rETH mints of around 0.1 ETH each. So that is remarkable because it's completely blown out the previous most mints ever taken place in a single day by 10x. So the previous most ever mints we had in one day was like 160, and now we've had 1,800 today and 343 yesterday. So if you have a look at the weekly thing, we've had more deposits in these last 2 weeks than we have had in any single month since Rocket Pool's client launched. So there's been a lot going on. So now you might be thinking, what on earth is going on? Why is this happening? So it seems like it all comes down to this tweet right here, which is 5,000 NFT rewards by Daniel Akan awaiting. The task: stake 0.1 ETH to Rocket Pool after midnight UTC on 8/25. Task guide, and then there's an article here that tells you about all you need to do. Sticking with rETH, like what is it, why should you do it, what's great about Rocket Pool, how do you do it, what's going on, step-by-step guide to doing that. And basically what happens is, if the first 5,000 people to do this get an NFT, which is pretty amazing. So it's really like kind of lit up events on the Discord channel, because it just keeps going and going and going, and every minute there's just more and more coming in. And then yeah, it's been really cool. So now that's brought up some really interesting discussions in trading about from people talking about this, where about how we should have a Rocket Pool organized NFT. So Jay Staker says, this NFT quest thing may be an extremely inexpensive way to raise awareness for Rocket Pool. Also, I suspect that it's different demographic than our usual computer nerd bankless one. I would hope that Maverick would evaluate as thoroughly as possible to see if there's something analogous that we can do. So Maverick says, of course, sir. And Marceau said we should absolutely do more of this. And then Marceau created this sub-channel called rETH Deposit NFT, and a bunch of people got tagged in it, and they tried to like start bouncing ideas around, and it seems like it's something that people are willing to do. So it says, might just put this on them since they've got the users and know-how. We could do something ourselves. So whether we should go with the rabbit hole people, wait, that's their name, right? Rabbit hole. Yeah, rabbit hole, that's right. Yeah, whether we want to carry on with the rabbit hole people and do a partnership with them, whether we want to do something of our own. So it's a brilliant way to mint. It's you can have a collection. They're like sharing like all sorts of ideas about how to promote it, how to leverage people in the community to create awareness. Always going to cater to our principles of decentralization, supporting Ethereum, being a public good, client diversity, etc. And then there's just like lots of ideas about what shape it might take overall. So this is in the very, 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 very early stages of planning at the moment. But a few people have got a lot of experience making NFTs and setting them all up. So maybe it's something that can happen. I think the idea would be to incentivize bigger deposits, because while 0.1 ETH is really great, there'll only be 500 new ETH coming into the deposit pool, which is a small percentage of what we need to clear the queue that's already there. So that's definitely something worth looking out for. An exciting new project that might help us all get NFTs, like Rocket Pool associated NFTs. So next we have this. Oh wait, that's not the right link. Sorry, that was what I was reading. Right, next we have this comment from Joe about the new update of the reward system for Rocket Pool. So it's been known in the community as garlic bread, but basically what's happening is with Redstone that launches on the 29th, it's a contract update for the Rocket Pool protocol in part, and one of the things that's getting a complete overhaul is the rewards claiming feature. Now, how's that going to impact you? Well, if you're someone who's claiming with a minimum amount of Rocket Pool tokens, like the 10% or maybe even 20%, claiming in gas fees can be quite expensive, or it used to be. At the moment it's not quite that bad, but it used to be quite bad. And claiming with gas fees would mean that you ended up paying a chunk of your rewards in gas. So what could be better to fix this? Well, it's a new reward system. And how does it work? Well, first of all, you don't lose your rewards at the end of each month like you did in the previous system. So you can let your rewards continue piling up in the Merkle tree, and then just claim them all at once. The gas price costs come down by, I think, 80% or something like that, some huge number. And the more transactions you bundle together, the cheaper it gets. Because the following transactions are even cheaper than the first transaction. So it's really great. So Joe here says, as of right now, we have at least 5 ODAO members on Praetor that have upgraded to version 1.6, and for the first time since the Praetor merge, all of them have come to consensus on the rewards tree on the first try. All the lighthouse and prison bugs that we've been working with in the respective dev teams to fix have been fixed. So we're all set for September 1st. So now what does this mean? This means that all the Oracle DAO people need to decide on who earned what rewards and take a snapshot of that. So if there are 5 separate ODAO members who are taking a snapshot of them using different client teams, and they're all getting to the same result, that shows that the information they're gathering is accurate, and it's all good. Basically, everything that was done from Rocket Pool side was already done, but any issues that were had with client teams are now solved as well. So this is really encouraging, because the new reward system is going to make it massively easier for people to claim the rewards when they want going forward. It's going to improve the user experience drastically. So next one, what we have here is Joe sent our update for yesterday we did version 1.6. So today there's version 1.7. However, don't update to this version. It's for testnets only, and it has some optimizations for some of the client teams, like I think it was Nimbus. I'm not sure right here, but technically this update will work on mainnet, but Joe's asking that you don't update this to this version until after the merge, once everything's all set and all done, because the merge ready version of 1.6.0 is ready. However, there might be a 1.6.1 which might have some refinements for the client teams for the merge readiness. So at the moment we're on 1.6.0, but it might be that in the next couple of days or next week or so we might get a 1.6.1. So that's definitely something to look out for. But 1.7 is waiting for us once we're through the merge and on the other side. Finally, I have a comment from Meek here, who said, I love this community. So the reason why I chose this comment to talk about today is because I kind of wanted to talk about what a wonderful home I found in the Rocket Pool Discord amongst all my fellow Rocket Poolers or Rocketeers. It's like from the first moment that I started buying Rocket Pool to when I started staking and everything in between up to now starting Rocket Fuel, I've had nothing but support, love, kindness, from everyone that I've talked to, everyone that I've met. I've even met a couple of people from Rocket Pool Discord in person now, and they've been amazing experiences. It's just all just really, really great. And Meek saying that I love this community kind of like mirrors my sentiments towards this community as well. I really feel like the people here have remarkable like skills and abilities, and everybody's just so down to earth and welcoming and warm and friendly and funny and smart and like just really, really great. And yeah, it's a really great community to be a part of. And like people have told me, like, hey, Whack Whack Attack, like we don't want you to get burnt out. You're making these videos every day, like it's a lot of work. But the thing is, like, I love being part of this community, and this community really does feel like a home to me online. And I feel like this is just my small way of giving back to that and showing the love that Meek is showing. This is my way of showing the love to the community as well. So on that nice and gushy note, I'm going to call it a day today, and I will get back to all of you tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.